SpaceX finally explained what happened with Starship Launch 3. Hello and welcome back to the Elon Musk Signal channel. After a period of silence, SpaceX has finally officially explained the reason behind the explosion of both the booster, Booster 10, and the spacecraft, Ship 28, in Test Flight Program 3, Flight 3. So, what's the reason? Based on the lessons learned from the recent test flight, how has SpaceX upgraded for Flight 4? Let's find out in today's video. In preparation for Flight 4, SpaceX has finally announced updates related to Flight 3. Perhaps the most crucial issue is why the Starship failed to land successfully in the March test. What really happened after leaving the launch pad in Boca Chica, Texas? The first and second stages went smoothly. In the first stage, the booster was responsible for taking the spacecraft up in the initial phase of the journey, beginning the descent to the sea. However, SpaceX stated that a clogged filter in the liquid oxygen supply line to the Super Heavy booster engines caused a loss of input pressure to the engine's oxygen pumps. This likely led to 6 out of the 13 Raptor engines used in the reverse burn process shutting down prematurely. When it came time for the engine burn to land, the 6 prematurely shut down engines were disabled. Of the remaining 7 engines, only 2 engines underwent the ignition process. This resulted in the landing thrust of the booster being lower than expected. Subsequently, communication with the booster was lost at an altitude of about 462 meters over the Gulf of Mexico, just under 7 minutes into the mission. SpaceX openly admits that this filter blockage issue is not the first occurrence. A similar situation also appeared in Test Flight Program 2. The company made hardware changes before Flight 3 to minimize this issue, enabling the booster to attempt the initial landing. However, to further improve fuel filtration for Flight 4 onwards, SpaceX has implemented additional upgrades inside the oxygen tanks. SpaceX will also add new hardware and software to increase the reliability of igniting the Raptor engines during landing conditions. Finally, they will remove the Super Heavy hot stage converter after the reverse burn to reduce the mass of the booster for the final flight phase. Although Starship failed to land successfully in Flight 3, the successes achieved in the free flight stage show that SpaceX is getting closer to the goal of space travel. The explosion of both the booster and spacecraft in Flight 3 shows that SpaceX still has many challenges to overcome before Starship can perform commercial flights. The lessons learned from Flight 3 will play a crucial role in improving the design and performance of Starship for future test flights. However, SpaceX achieved an important milestone in Flight 3, such as the fuel transfer test. This is a key factor in missions like returning astronauts to the Moon in NASA's Artemis program. This test required transferring at least 10 tons of fuel from the first tank to the main liquid oxygen tank. The process seems to have been successful. The transfer of liquid oxygen between tanks was supported by NASA funding. This success allows engineers to learn more about how this liquid behaves in low-gravity environments. This is valuable data before SpaceX conducts ambitious fuel transfer missions between 2 Starships in the future. In addition to returning humans to the Moon, the ability to refuel in orbit will be crucial for flights to Mars and beyond. SpaceX is steadily approaching the goal of making Starship a fully reusable space transportation vehicle, ushering in a new era of space travel. However, we may have to wait until at least 2025 to witness fuel transfer between 2 Starships, a prerequisite for Artemis 3 mission planned for September 2026. To send Starship to the Moon, it may require 10 or more fuel transfer trips in low Earth orbit. NASA Administrator Morgan said the timing of returning astronauts to the lunar surface largely depends on Starship's readiness. Like Flight 2, Flight 3 witnessed success in launching the rocket until the stage separation. Building on the success of Flight 2, Starship and Flight 3 maintained fuel burning throughout the ascent phase. For NASA, the key success in the upcoming Starship launch in June is to repeat the impressive performance of the Raptor engine like the previous 2 test flights. Maintaining stable performance of the Raptor engine in each test will indicate that SpaceX and NASA are making all the necessary upgrades for the Artemis landing mission. Along with the achievements, SpaceX also faces challenges related to the Raptor engine, the heart of Starship. Raptor engine malfunctions occur frequently, but the important thing is that SpaceX always finds ways to overcome them. A typical example is the ground test of the Raptor engine on May 23 at SpaceX's McGregor Engine Test Center in Texas. The test ended with a large explosion, engulfing the entire test stand and potentially destroying the engine completely. This is just one of many rigorous quality tests that SpaceX conducts before installing the engine on the rocket. After production at the factory, engines are sent to McGregor for testing. If they pass the test, they will be transported to Starbase for installation on the booster or spacecraft. Otherwise, faulty engines will be sent back to the factory for rectification. Many predictions suggest that the engine destroyed in the explosion may be Raptor 3. This makes sense as Raptor 2 was used on Starship version 1, while Elon Musk revealed that Starship version 2 will switch to using Raptor 3. This test may be preparation for larger tests on the next generation of rockets. Compared to the previous two versions, Raptor 3 is promised to be more powerful and reliable. This is a key factor for Starship to achieve higher performance, contributing to the success of ambitious missions in the future. The Raptor 3 engine explosion is a reminder of the technical challenges that SpaceX needs to overcome. However, SpaceX's rigorous testing and persistent improvement spirit will help them overcome these obstacles, bringing Starship closer to the goal of space exploration. SpaceX continues to improve the heart of Starship, the Raptor engine. The most notable highlight is the emergence of Raptor 3. This promises to be a significant leap forward from previous versions. Unlike previous versions, Raptor 3 is designed to not require a heat shield. Heat shields typically protect engine parts from heat when engine explosions occur during testing or launching. While effective in protection, heat shields also significantly increase the weight of Starship. Therefore, eliminating the heat shield not only makes the engine lighter but also simplifies the installation process and speeds up mass production. In addition, Raptor 3 has been significantly improved in terms of power and efficiency. Compared to previous versions, Raptor 3 is lighter, produces greater thrust, about 269 tons, and can operate at higher combustion chamber pressures, 350 bar, for 45 seconds. These parameters surpass even famous rocket engines like RS-25, 190 tons, and RD-180, dual combustion chamber. In fact, Raptor 3 is even superior to its predecessor Raptor 2 by 18%. The emergence of Raptor 3 marks a significant milestone in SpaceX's rocket engine development process. A powerful, efficient engine along with faster production processes will help Starship achieve operational readiness soon. The day we see Starship taking humans to explore space is perhaps not far away. Do you believe in that? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with interesting information. Goodbye and see you in the next video.